Okay, now assume that this is the source program which is given for generating the object code and then finally generating the object program, right? So let us go in the same process of pass 1 and pass 2. So in the pass 1, what you are going to do, you will be assigning the addresses for that purpose. So let me insert one extra column right here for the purpose of address assignment. So as we all know that, so you can start assigning the address from the given starting address. So whatever the address it is given with the start instruction. So here is the start instruction. Whatever the address which is specified with the start instruction, that will be the starting address. So this is the starting address right here. It is 5000. So pick up that 5000 from where you need to start assigning, and definitely you don't need any memory space for the start instruction. So next address would be again 5000, right? And next, when it comes to the type of instructions, I hope you remember that in our SIC, okay, in our SIC we have only one type of instruction or one structure of instruction. Okay, even before we speak about the structure of instructions, my dear, so try to understand, among all the set of instructions, you have to categorize the instructions as which are all the assembler directive instructions. See, these are all the assembler directive instruction and these are all the non-assembler directive instruction. I repeat, you need to categorize the assembler directive instructions and non-assembler directive instruction. And for the assembler directive instruction, how to assign the addresses, that we will see that later. And when it comes to the non-assembler directive instruction, in SIC, there is only one type of there is only one format in SIC, which has, I hope you remember, there is a opcode of 8 bits. Okay, there is the opcode of 8 bits followed by X of 1 bit, and that is followed by the address of 15 bits. So that's how we have totally the 24 bits format in our SIC. So this is the format, which is opcode followed by X followed by the address, right? Now let us, when you take up this, so what is this, what is the length of this instruction, which is a 24 bits. 24 bits means 3 bytes. So my dear students, in SIC, other than the assembler directive instruction, for all other non-assembler directive instructions, I repeat, for all non-assembler directive instructions, you just need to allocate 3 bytes only, because the instruction length in the SIC, it is of only 3 bytes. I repeat, in SIC the instruction length is of only 3 bytes, and this is the format opcode X followed by the address of 15 bits. So in that perspective, so in SIC the instruction length is of only 3 bytes. So for which you need to allocate, for all these non-assembler directive instructions, you just have to allocate 3 bytes only. Coming to that point itself, so the next address would be 5003, next address would be 5006, and next will be 5009, and again 9 plus 2 is 12. But how to represent that in the hexadecimal? It is a C, then 5000, 12 plus 3 is 15, so 5000 EF, then 15 plus 2, 15 plus 3, it will be a 18, which is 5012, right? I hope you are understanding. Again 5015. Now, so it's till the non-assembly directive instruction, we have assigned the address is still here. Now we need to start assigning for the assembler directive instructions. My dear students, keep one thing in mind. For these kind of word instructions, I repeat, for these kind of word instructions, irrespective of the value, I repeat, for the word instructions, irrespective of the value, you just need to allocate 3 bytes, because I hope you remembered when we discussed about the memory architecture, we said this. Yeah, every integer, a size of integer is a word, and every word is of size 3 bytes. So here these are all the integers, right? 4, 6, 7, 5, whatever we are talking about, these are all the integers. So for which we will be using one word means 3 bytes. So my dear students, so right here it is a 4, a 400, a 4000, whatever it can be. How much memory space you need to allocate in the sense? It's only a 3 bytes, because it is a word instruction. So for the word instruction, irrespective of the operand, so what is this, what is here operand? These are all the operands. So irrespective of the operand value, you just need to allocate 3 bytes to it. So in that perspective, so the next address would be 5018. Again next address would be what? 5018 plus 3, you will get 9, 10 and 11. 11 means B, right? Next again 501, b plus 3 it is d. Again 501, so d is nothing as 14, 14 plus 3 is 17, so you'll get 2 1, right? So now when it comes, so for that's how for the word instructions we allocated these. Now coming to the reserve word. So under this reserve word, for such kind of reserved word instructions, how to allocate the memory space and how much to allocate memory space means it is purely based on the operands. I repeat, it is purely based on the operand, and here the operand is 1. I repeat, operand is one. So it means to say that for this variable temp you are allocating one word. It is what reserve word 1. So how much memory space need to be allocated in the sense? Obviously it is one word. If it is 10 words. If it is 100 words. As here it is one word is again nothing else than 3 bytes. So if it would be, I repeat, if instead of this 1, if it is 10 means 10 words means 30 bytes. If it is 100 means 300 bytes. So in that way you need to allocate. As of now it is only 1, so you'll be allocating only one word, so you'll be getting the next address as what? 5021 plus 3, you'll get as 5024. Next again same way, m reserve word 1, so for which again you are allocating only one word, so the next address would be 5027. So based on this, okay, based on this, what is the length of the program? If you ask me what is the length of the program means, so the last address minus the first address. So the last address is what? 5027 minus the first address what? 5000. So the length of the program is what? 27 bytes. I repeat, the length of the program is what? 27 bytes, because the last address is what? 5027, the first address is what? 5000. So the total length of the program is 5027. 5027 minus 5000, you will get as 27 bytes, right? So we are done with the pass 1 where you assign the addresses to all the instructions. Right now let us take you to the let me take you to the pass 2 where you'll be generating the object code, then writing the object program, for which, so let me include or insert one extra row right here, extra column. Okay, so this is where I'll start writing the object code, but before I go ahead with that, so I hope see this format I had given earlier. So again I hope you are cleared. So in case of SAC, all the instructions has, this is the format where it has the opcode of 8 bits followed by X is of 1 bit followed by the address is of 15 bits. So you need to follow in the same flow. Okay, in the same flow we are going to generate. Now let us generate the object code for the first instruction. What is the first instruction? That is what you have LDA constant. What is the opcode of this LDA? Find out. It is already given that the opcode of LDA is 00. This 00 whatever you have, this you have to write in the 8-bit format. So I'll be writing as 000 and followed by, so you can observe, so I have written in the 8-bit format which is 00. How did you get to know this? Because this is already given, the opcodes are given. So opcode of LDA it is given as 00, so that I have written as zeros like this, followed by, my dear student, this is very important. Based on the utilization of the X, you will be identifying or you will be categorizing into the two addressing modes. I hope you remembered, as index addressing mode and the direct addressing mode. I repeat, based on the utilization of the X register. What is X? It is the index register. So based on the utilization of index register, you will be categorizing the instructions to be a part of either indexing addressing mode or it can be a direct addressing mode. In this example, so you have to verify that are you making use of X register in the operand field or not. If you are using in the operand field, then that instruction will become or will belongs to the indexing addressing mode. If not, it is a direct addressing mode, for which you will be setting X as 0, the 1 bit whatever you have. So my dear students, in this LDA constant, so you are not using any X register, so X will be 0 for this, right? Followed by address. What address? So here for your understanding, I will also call it as operand address. What is the operand here? In this instruction, the operand is constant. CONST1 is the constant, 1 is the operand. What is the address of this operand? It is, you can observe, it is 5015. I repeat, it is what? 5015. You write that 5015 in the bits format. So how to write 5? It is what? 0101 is a 5. Again double 4 zeros is 0. Again 0001 is 1. Again 0101 is what? 5. So when you write in the bits format, this 5015 you can get like this, which is 0101, 4 zeros, 0001 and 0101. But my dear guys, you can observe when you write that in the bits format, it's total how many bits are there? 16 bits are there. But what is your field length? Your field length is of only 15 bits. I repeat, your field length is of only 15 bits. As your field length is of 15 bits, understand my dear, this is very important step. But when you write the address in the bits format, you are reading as 16 bits, but as the field length is of only 15 bits, the first bit, so the first bit, whatever it can be, either it can be 0 or 1, that need to be neglected. I repeat, this first bit, whatever it is, I repeat, it can be either 0 or 1. It is not that I am neglecting this here because it is 0. No, it can be either 0 or the 1. The first MSB bit need to be neglected in that perspective itself. So if I delete this, it will become 15 bits. Right now you can see this is how the operand address need to be mentioned in the 15 bits. So it is, instead of 0101, it has become as 101. Next, as usual, next further bits will be common. So I repeat, so whenever you write the address in this address field, you have to make sure that length of the address field should not exceed the 15 bits. In that, for that purpose, you can exclude the first bit. The first bit which you are going to exclude, it can be either 0 or 1. Right? Next, so that's how you'll be expanding. Now you can generate the object code. So you group every 4 bits together. So when you group every first 4 bits, it is 0. Next 4 bits, it is 0. Next, here you can see you have one bit followed by the, you have only one bit here followed by these 3 bits. So this 1 bit plus 3 bits you need to group together. So it has become as what? 0101. So which is nothing else 5. Again next 4 bits is zeros. Again next 4 bits is 1. Next 4 bits is what? 0101 is 5. So the object code for this instruction you got as 0005015. Even if you really remembered how much memory space we allocated for this, it is 3 bytes, right? So this is what? First byte, second byte. See, this is what? First byte. This is the second byte, and this is the third byte. That's how we allocated the 3 bytes for that object, for that instruction. The 3 bytes object code is this. This is the 3 bytes object code, right? Let's generate for the next instruction. Okay, let us generate for the next instruction as well right now. Okay, so again, what is the opcode of this add? So it is given that 18. Let me write as 0001 and 1000 is 18. Again same way, is this instruction is making use of X register in the operand field? No. So X is 0 followed by, what is the operand address? What is the operand here? It is the const2. Constant 2 is the operand. What is the address of that constant 2? It is 5018. So but as I mentioned already, so you have to neglect the first bit and write only the next 3 bits. So it is only 101, 4 zeros followed by 001, which is 1, and 8. That's the 8. So now again, if you group every 4 bits together, which is 1, 1, 8, okay, 5018. That's the object code for you for the add constant 2. Right. Next instruction if I take up, which is STA. What is the opcode of STA? It is 0C. So 0 and 1100 is C. Again same way, in the operand field you have only temp. You don't have any X here. So this X register is 0. Again, what is the address of this temp? What is the address of this temp? You can observe it is 5021. The address of temp is what? 5021. So how to write 5? It is what? 5 0 0010 is what? 2, and 0001 is 1. So 5021. Then group every 4 bits together as usual. You'll get 0 C 5021. That's the object code for you. Then again, next instruction, LDA opcode is based on this. You can observe it is 00. So 0 and 0. Again It is what is the operand here? It is a constant. It do not have any X register. And what is the operand? It is constant 3. What is the address of the constant 3? It is 501B. So how to write 5? It is 5 0 and 1B. How to write 1? Sorry, how to write B? It is what? Double 1, not double 1. 1 0 double 1 is the B. Right? Based on this, what is the object code you are getting? Every 4 bits group every 4 bits together. Do you get 0 0 5 0 1 B? Right? Next instruction. It is sub constant 4. What is the opcode of sub? It is given that 1C. So 0001 11 is C. Right? So again same way, it is not using any X register, so it is 0. Followed by, you have what is the operand here? It is constant 4. What is the address of that? It is 501D. How to write 5? It is 5 0 1 and D. How to write D? It is 1101 is the D. Again group together, so you will get as 1C 501D. That's the object code for the sub constant 4. Next we have mul temp. What is the opcode of mul? It is 20. So 111110 and 4 zeros. Again same way, it is not using any X register, so X is 0. Again, what is the address of temp? Same, what is the address of temp? So it is 5021. It is 101 5021. So object code you got, you will be reading as 205021. Right? Again you have STAM. What is the opcode of STA? It is 0C. So 01100 is C. Again it is not using any X register. Again, what is the address of M? Address of M is what? 5024. So 502 and 4. Right? Based on this, again group every 4 bits together. When you group every 4 bits together, you will get as what? 0 C, right? 5024. That's the object code for the given instruction. So likewise, for the non-assembly directive instructions, we followed this format for generating the object code. Now for the assembly directive instruction, what would be the object code? For that, my dear students, for the word and the byte instruction, your operand itself, I repeat, your operand itself will be the object code. In this example, what is operand? It is a 4. So 4 itself is the object code. I repeat, 4 itself is the object code. But this 4 you have to represent in the 3 bytes, because for this you allocated the 3 bytes, right? So you represent in the 3 bytes format. That's how. 5 zeros followed by 4. In the same way, 5 zeros followed by 6. 5 zeros followed by 5. Again, not 5, 7. 5 zeros followed by 5. So that's the object code. That's how we'll be generating the object code for the word instructions. I repeat, for the word instruction, your operand itself will be the object code like this, represent in the 3 bytes, because for all these word instructions you allocated 3 bytes to each. Then coming to the reserved word instructions, and I repeat, my dear, understand, for the reserved byte and reserved word instructions, you are just allocating the memory space. I repeat, you will be just allocating memory space, so you won't be having any object code for this kind of reserved word and reserved byte instruction. You will be having only the empty memory space need to be allocated, right? In that perspective, this is the only the object code for the respective instructions. Now let us go for the object program generation. When we go to the object program generation, however, we have H followed by name of the program. What is the name of the program? It is example. But I hope you remembered the structure of your object program. So it is in the header record, you have from 2 to 7 you can have only name. So you like this, it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So you can't have complete name, because the field in the header record, it is only 2 to 7 it is given for the header record. 2 to 7 is given for the name of the program in the header record. Then followed by starting address. So it is what? Starting address followed by the length. As I mentioned, the last address minus the starting address is the length. You need to follow the format, my dear students. You can't simply write it 5000. You have to follow the how many fields it is given in the so and so head record. So those many fields you have to fit it. Now also you can observe, it is length is only 27, but you can't simply write as 27. You have to write as, you can't write as 27. You have to write, you have to fit in the field. So you'll get as 4 zeros followed by 27. That's the header record for the given program. Then followed by text record. Okay, then followed by the text record. Under the text record, you see from where the object code is being started. Object code, what is the first object code? This is the first object code, and where it is starting at the 5000. So the starting address for this text record would be 005,000, followed by you have length. Okay, I hope you know that format. If not, please refer the format before you start generating the object code or object program, right? So when it comes to this length, so I'll just leave the space as of now, and then later, so t followed by starting address for the text record followed by the length. As of length, I am just leaving the space right now. Then later you just keep writing this object codes. Okay, I repeat, you just keep writing the object codes like this. You just list out everything. You just list out all the object codes continuously. And also I hope you remembered the maximum number of or maximum length of the text record. It should not exceed the 69. As of now, it won't exceed the 69 as well. If you want, you can also keep counting as well while you will be putting this so and so object code into the text record. You just need to, you can also keep counting how many values you are putting into the text record, because that is very important. It should not exceed 16. How to count? You can observe. See, it is from 1 again 2 to 7, 8, 9 till that length. From 10, you see, you can count like this. See, from here it is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Like that, you can keep counting how many values you are fitting into that particular text record. So for that purpose, you can keep counting. It should not exceed 69. That's it. It should not exceed 69. If you want, you can keep counting as well. Right now, definitely it is not exceeding 69. So I'm just placing it directly. Okay, like this, I have to keep writing. For suppose in this example, it may not be available, that's case study. But suppose if it exceeds 69, right? For suppose if it exceeds 69, so you have to stop the sounds of text record, and you need to initialize the new text record as well. So that's how you need to do it. And finally, you'll be having end record. E followed by the starting address is 5000. That's the end record. But here you need to write the length of the text record. How to write? You just need to find out what is the length, how many object codes you have. You just need to find out. See, 3 bytes. See how many 3 bytes object codes you have here. All are 3 bytes only for your easiness. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 into 3. So totally 33 bytes are there. But when you say 33, it is in the decimal. You have to represent that the value 33 in the hexadecimal. When you represent 33 in the hexadecimal, okay, in the decimal 33, it is when you represent in the hexadecimal, it is what? 21. It is what? 21. Even before that, for your understanding again, let me count. So if it is exceeding 69, you should not write in the same text record, my dear students. For your understanding, let me count it. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right, till 15. Again 15 plus 6. So it is what? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 plus 6 is what? 27. 27 plus 6 is what? 33. 33 plus 6 is what? 39. 39 plus 6 is what? 45. 45 plus 6 is what? 51. 51 plus 6 is what? 51 plus 6 is what? 57. 57 plus 6. 57 plus 6. 63. 63 plus 6 is what? 69. Oh, very importantly right here. So you can only have till here in the current text record. That is what very important, right? So you can only have till here in the current text record. So this object code you should push into the next text record. You should not have in the same text record, my dear, because by this itself you already reached the maximum length of the text record, which is 69 when you keep counting, right? So now based on this, what is the total length? It is what? 30 bytes. So when you say 30 in the decimal, in the hexadecimal, it is 1e. So the length of this text record is 1e. And now you need to start next text record. Okay, what is this, what is the address for this text record? Where, what is the address of this object code? That would be the address of that text record, which is 00501D. Again, length, as usual, we have only 3 bytes right here. This is only 3 bytes. So like that, you got 2 text records in this case. I repeat, you got 2 text records. Even before I complete, so again for your understanding and for a clarification, so let us count again. See, because I hope you remember the maximum, like this is what I'm talking about. Maximum length in the text record should not exceed 69. This is for this purpose itself I'm showing, right? So it is 1 is t, followed by 2 to 7 is starting address, 8 to 9 is length, and 10 to 69 is the content in the text record. For that purpose itself, for your understanding, let me count again. So it is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. So you should not exceed 69 as well. So I will be putting this next object code in the next text record, right? So for your easiness, so in this example, all the instructions, whatever it is available, all are belongs to the direct addressing mode only. No instructions belongs to the index addressing mode. In further my examples, I'll be considering such kind of examples where it has both direct and also the indexing addressing mode. Okay, that's the address assignment, object code generation, and object program generation. Thank you.